Hey, welcome back to another Black City Coffee vlog. In this video, I wanted to try and explain how I am roasting these days. It's a little different. A number of you have been emailing me and asking me to teach you how to roast. And then all of the times, my answer has been no, and I'm sorry about that. I just don't have the time right now, and I don't think I'm a very good teacher yet, okay? I'm still in the learning process, but I do want to help you, for sure, because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be feeling sort of lost, or anything that or maybe the decisions that you're trying to make are not really rooted in real, reasons, right? So I get that. Since we're going to launch the new Black City rebrand, new site, 5 new blends, new, everything. I've been slowly changing everything already. I would like to challenge myself to help you create videos every day until we launch on November the 8th. And I want to try and attempt to break down how I am roasting currently, the changes that I've made, some really, I think, tips that maybe you could take and try out and see if they work for you, okay? One of the big things that has been clear to me now is that roasting has room for many interpretations. There's room for many interpretations because roasting is simply taking raw coffee and turning it brown. Technically, that's what it means, okay? So what we're trying to do in specialty coffee is we're trying to hit certain markers, certain temperatures, certain time things, certain events at certain times so that we can accentuate and present the specialty flavors in coffee, right? That's what we're trying to do in specialty coffee. Roasting specialty coffee does not mean you're necessarily using like a drum roaster, an air roaster, a Diedrich, a Mill City roaster, a San Franciscan, whatever. Those are just machines. And learning how to use the machine is just machine operation. It's not actually making real, exciting, nuanced coffee. That's done kind of in the sort of tedious parts of it. You're cupping, you're tasting, you're trying to find the differences between 17% DTR, 18% DTR, 20%, etc., etc. Oh, my middle phase is longer here. Oh, my turnaround was later here. Okay, so there's all these little things that kind of happen in a roast that you are tasting on the cupping table and seeing what you like. And what you like is subjective. It's subjective. You know, so what I like, there are a number of people who agree with that, and that's what the Black City Coffee fandom is, right? We have a really small audience, we have a really small customer base at the moment, and we're trying to expand that by making better coffee, creating something that everybody can enjoy and share with their friends and family, right? And I imagine that's what a lot of coffee companies are trying to do. So not really different on that front. We're all trying to make the best coffee that we can make. The only really difference is like, who do you feel emotionally compelled to support? Honestly. So that's all business is, really. You know, and do they, do they do a good job? You know, are they consistent? That kind of thing. Okay, so that I think is really important to make note of, that you understanding how to use your machine is one thing. Another thing is how to make really good coffee, right? How to manipulate the curve when you want to. Like when you want to make a coffee for espresso, what are you going to do at the roaster? Okay, those are two, they're different things. They're connected for sure. Like they hold hands, but they're not the same thing. Okay, so that I think is something I want to start off the beginning of this series and videos and try to help you guys understand. And when I truly understood that, which was not immediately when somebody told me that, I was just like, oh, okay. It wasn't until I lived it where I was like cupping every day like I do now. And then being like, huh, like I feel like this could be sweeter. And then when I go look back at my notes, match that at the roast curve or at the roaster, and be like, yeah, because, you know, I want to make this for espresso, or I want to make this for drip. Now my decisions at the roaster have more meaning, you know, they have more weight because I know where I'm going. So does that make sense? I think that's really important to be really clear. So there's operating your machine operation, no matter what it is just learning how to use your machine and learning how to like use it, all right? And then there's creating specialty coffee, all right? Because there are times where I'm roasting and I'm scoring my coffee and I'm like, bro, this is not even specialty because I don't feel like it tastes good. So I have to go back to the roaster, figure out like, okay, I'm too long here or I'm way too dark here or whatever it is, you know. I got to fix it. And then we come back to the cupping table like, okay, this is better, you know, it tastes better because I fixed it in the roast. But I wouldn't know that if I didn't cup it, if I didn't score it, if I didn't go, yeah, there's no pop here. There's no acidity. I'd get that acidity because I roasted it out too long or I baked it or whatever that term is. I lost all the nuance. It's not even tasting like specialty anymore, right? So that's what I mean. So I hope that makes sense. And tomorrow we're going to talk about, we'll actually get more into the roast curves and stuff like that. But since I have a lot of days until our launch day, let's just take it step by step, okay? Step by step. And tomorrow we're going to talk about batch size. Batch size / charge temp. Because I still have some thoughts to kind of like be clear about and clarify on batch size. And I have to do some tests on my own to see, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about batch size and charge temp. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. And look forward to the new rebrand on November 8th. I'm very excited. It's going to be a new logo. It's going to be new look everywhere. And you're going to start to see that as I slowly change things this week. And I wanted to do that so that if there were any problems, I didn't feel like I had to do it all in one day. So I'm going to just slowly start changing stuff. Okay, so get ready. Changes are happening already. And I'm so glad that you're here. And tomorrow we're talking about batch size and charge temp. See ya. Bye.